Second camera set up. There we go. Back for another episode, Teamendless83 podcast, man. Episode 41, week 2 of the NFL, titled Life Lessons Learned. Alright. I'll start this thing off like how I normally start it off. Everybody be safe. Spread the love. Each one teach one. It's enough to go around for everybody. Uplift, encourage, trust God, trust the process. God is, God did. All right, follow Teamendless83 podcast on IG, Facebook, Kenyon Coach Ken McAfee. YouTube channel is Kenyon McAfee 3191. Also follow my testimony on YouTube, Kenyon McAfee Choices Interlude, a true testimony. Tell you about my motorcycle accident, July 28th, 2020, over 4 years ago, how God saved my life. Still blessed, still walking, still striving, still achieving, doing the best that I can. Alright. Want to give my shout outs for this episode. Shout out to $1 Million Worth of Game, Mav Hoffa, Gills Arenas, Drink Champs, Joe Button Podcast, Pivot Podcast, Breakfast Club, It Is What It Is Podcast, Vlad TV, DJ Academics, All the Smoke, Nightcap Podcast, Stephen A. Smith, First Take, Club Shay Shay, First Things First, Colin Cowherd, pretty much, you know, what I've been watching over the years, keeping up with all my information. Of course, ESPN, all these years. RP Coach Lynch, RP Radio, RP Miss Reddit, shout out Young L. Shout out Suitland High School football team, man. Suitland High School basketball, shout out the whole Suitland High School, any alumni. 01, any alumni, Rams always. Shout out Peppermill, AU Body Snatchers for getting a W this weekend. Shout them out, they're 2-0. Shout out Horace Riddick, his buoy, I believe 7U or 8U, I think it's 7U won. Shout them out. E, Horace, Coach Swag, you know what it do. Shout out to all the coaches, man, that ever helped me along the way, man. Coach O, Coach Clark, Lil O, Coach Warren, Coach Shockley, Coach Woods. Shout out Coach G that cut me in 10th grade basketball. Coach Pugh, Leon, Tuck, Hips, over there at Sarasville holding it down. Miss Lamont at Sarasville principal. Shout out anybody ever coached me, man. Shout out Mom Dukes, Sylvia Davis, still love you. Shout out my sister Christine, still love you. Shout out my brother Baldy, love you. Shout out Dre, love you. Shout out my father, Kenyon McAfee, love you. Shout out my Aunt Valerie, love you. My Aunt Diane, love you. My cousin Susie, Shawnee, Jasmine, Gabby, Junior, the Burrells. Shout out Uptown, man. Grew up there, Northwest. Shout out Cali, San Diego, man. Lived over there for 3 years. Shout out District Heights, man. 11B, man. Been there since 96. Shout out Baltimore, man. Was out there, man, for a year, some change. Shout out Local 100, man. Sheet Metals Union, man. If you need a job, go sign up, be an apprentice, man. Save my life. Shout out Local 24. Did a little bit of electrical work there, man. Shout out all the jobs, man, I ever did, man. Sam's Club, Video Warehouse, Beltway Movers, man. It's been a long journey, man. Food truck I worked on back in the day. All the construction companies I worked for, man. Southland, United, Bowers, Metro Test and Balance, man. I've been all around the world. Metro Mechanical. Hanging ductwork, man, all around the world, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Life lessons learned, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Friends, associates, enemies, man. Big God, man. Couple months to my 41st birthday, man. It's been a fun ride, man. Just reflecting. Well, let's get down to business, man. Let's get down to business. Teamendless83podcast, like I said, episode 41, week 2, NFL, titled Life Lessons Learned. Gonna recap NFL season, week 2, Thursday, September 12th. You had the Bills 31 over the Dolphins 10. Sunday, September 15th, you had the Raiders 26 over the Ravens 23. That was a good game. Watch that one. The Giants. The Commanders beat the Giants 21-18. Shout out to the Commanders, man. Good W for them. Jay Danes looked good in that game. Browns 18. Jaguars 13. You had the Jets 24. The Titans 17. You had the Vikings 23, the 49ers 17. I didn't see that one coming. You had the Chargers 26 over the Panthers 3. What's his name? Bryce Young, I believe, got benched off of that one. Panthers, that's a terrible organization, man. Killed that kid so far. You had the Packers over the Colts, 16-10. I think I might have seen that one coming, but without Jordan Love, I don't know what Anthony Richardson doing down there, but without Jordan Love to get the W, that's big. The Cardinals 41-10 over the Rams. I definitely did not see that coming. You got the Steelers 13-6 over the Broncos. Steelers always going to be a well-coached team. You had the Chiefs over the Bengals 26-25. Chiefs always just keep skating through by the skin of their teeth, man. That was a good game. That was a real good game. You had the Texans over the Bears 19-13. Stroud, I like him. Caleb Williams. I don't know, man. I just don't know. Keep my comments to myself. Just don't know, though. Monday, September 16th, you got the Falcons beating the Eagles 22-21. Crazy game. I'm surprised the Eagles lost that game. Kirk Cousins gets the dub. He wins in the regular season. Can't do too much in the playoffs, but the man wins in the regular season. Coming off the Achilles injury, that's crazy. So it was a good week 2 in the NFL. Early in the season, a lot of injuries. As always, you know what I'm saying? It's a marathon, not a sprint. Week 2, still got a long way to go. Alright, top headlines for this week. Cousins, Falcons. My source is ESPN, of course. Cousins, Falcons just keep fighting against Philly. In Philly, Eagles Barkley let my team down with the drop, which he did, which is very surprising. Panthers bench Young, just talked about that, to start Dalton versus the Raiders. I don't really know how much that's going to do. Samuel Calf to miss time in latest blow to the 49ers. 49ers is a beat-up team coming off the Super Bowl loss. You got McCaffrey down, got him down. First week, Ayuk just got signed, dropping in passes. It's going to be tough for them, man. It's going to be tough. Super Bowl losers, man. It's hard to get back. It's hard to get back. Rams wide receiver cut. Could go on IR with ankle injury. That's tough for him. He's been having a tough time staying healthy lately. Dolphins will sign Huntley. Won't put Tua on IR. Prayers up to Tua, man. He needs to go on IR. He needs to really think about his future in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? To really see if he want to keep on playing, man. I know he need the money, but safety is everything. Safety is everything. Sources: Pacheco out for 6 to 8 weeks. Kansas City execs, I guess they're eyeing Hunt. Get him back in the fold. Losing Pacheco for 6 to 8 weeks. That's a tough loss. It's definitely a tough loss for them. Let's keep the show right on moving. Alright, I'm gonna give you my NFL Week 3 picks. These are just my picks from the heart, man. Like I said, I don't gamble at all. I don't bet. I do got the spreads, the totals, the money lines. If that's something you're interested in doing, I don't do it. I just give you my picks, my opinion. Straight facts, straight shooter. Alright, Patriots 1-1 versus the Jets 1-1, 8:15 p.m. on Prime Video. The spread is the Jets 6.5. Total is 37.5. The money line is New England 240. I'm gonna take the Patriots in that game. Do what you want to do with the bets, man. Do what you want to do with the bets. I'm just giving you my picks. Sunday, September 22nd, the Ravens 0-2 versus the Cowboys 1-1. It's a 4:25 p.m. on Fox. The spread is Baltimore -1. The total is 49.5. The money line is Dallas even. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. They got to win the game here eventually. They can't afford to go 0-3. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I thought they would have been started out a little bit better than what they are. The Chargers 2-0 versus the Steelers 2-0. It's a 1 p.m. kickoff on CBS. The spread is the Pittsburgh giving -2. The total is 35.5. The money line is the Clippers plus 105. I said the Clippers is the Chargers plus 105. All right, I'm gonna go with the Steelers here. Go with the Steelers to go 3-0, man. The Chargers are surprising, honestly. They 2-0. Jim Harbaugh, man. I mean, what can you say? He's a great coach. Versus Mike Tomlin, that should be a hell of a game. You got the Texans 2-0 versus the Vikings 2-0. 1 p.m. kickoff CBS, the spread is Houston giving -3, so they're giving 3. The total is 45.5. The money line is Minnesota plus 12.5. Actually 125 money line. Minnesota 125. I'm gonna go with the Texans there. I like the Texans to go 3-0 to beat the Vikings. You got the Eagles 1-1 versus the Saints 2-0. 1 p.m. versus Fox. On Fox. The spread is Philly -1. The total is 49.5. The money line is New Orleans 125. I'm gonna go with the Saints to beat the Eagles to go 3-0. Saints surprised me last week. I'm gonna go with the Saints. You got the Broncos 0-2 versus the Buccaneers 2-0. 1 p.m. on Fox. The spread is Tampa Bay -6.5. The total is 39.5. The money line is Denver plus 240. I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers to win this game. You got the Packers at 1-1. 1 p.m. kick on Fox. The Titans are 0-2. The spread is Tennessee -3. The total is 36.5. The money line is Green Bay plus 135. I'm gonna go with the Packers 1-1 to go 2-1. I'm gonna go with the Packers. The Giants are 0-2 versus the Browns 1-1. 1 p.m. Fox. Spread is Cleveland giving 6.5. The total is 38.5. The money line is New York Giants plus 230. I'm gonna go with the Browns. I'm gonna go with the Browns to go 2-1. Yep, I'm gonna go with the Browns. All right, the Bears are 1-1. The Colts are 0-2. 1 p.m. kick. CBS Sports. CBS is the station. The spread is Indiana. The Colts giving 2.5. The total is 42.5. The money line is Chicago 110. I'm gonna go with the Colts to go to win this game. I'm gonna go with the Colts. Finally get a victory over the Bears. The Panthers are 0-2. The Raiders are 1-1. 4:05 p.m. on CBS. Spread, the Raiders are giving 5.5. Total 40.5. The money line, Carolina plus 200. I'm gonna go with the Raiders. With the Raiders to beat the Panthers. The Dolphins are 1-1. The Seahawks are 2-0. Dolphins versus the Seahawks. 4:05 p.m. CBS. Spread Seattle 5.5. Give it a -5.5. Total 41.5. Money lines Miami plus 200. I am going to go with the Dolphins to beat the Seahawks. Even without Tua, I'm going to go with the Dolphins to beat the Seahawks. All right. Sunday, September 22nd, the Lions are 1-1 versus the Cardinals 1-1. 4:25 p.m. on Fox. The spread is Detroit -3. The total is 52.5. The money line is Arizona plus 130. I am going to go with the Lions beating the Cardinals to go to 2-1. The 49ers are 1-1. The Rams are 0-2. 4:25 p.m. on Fox. The spread is San Francisco 7.5. The total is 44.5. The money line is the Rams 290. I'm gonna go with the 49ers to win that game, even though they beat up. The Rams actually need this W, but I'm gonna still stick with the 49ers. All right, you got the Chiefs 2-0. The Falcons 1-1. 8:20 p.m. NBC/Peacock. The spread is Kansas City 4.5. The total is 46.5. The money line is Atlanta plus 190. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs to beat the Falcons. I don't see Kirk Cousins beating the Chiefs. Just don't see it. All right, Monday night, you got two games. Monday, September 23rd, you got the Commanders at 1-1 versus the Bengals 0-2. 8:15 p.m. ABC, ESPN. The spread is Cincinnati -8. The total is 48.5. The money line is Washington plus 300. I'm gonna go with the Commanders winning this game. That's a hard pick, of course, but I'm gonna go with the Commanders winning this game. Bengals probably win because they can't afford to go 0-3. Well, I'm gonna go with the Commanders. All right, you got the Jaguars 0-2 versus the Bills 2-0. That's at 7:30 p.m. on ESPN. The spread is Buffalo 5.5. Giving 5.5. The total is 45.5. The money line is Jacksonville plus 210. I'm gonna go with the Bills to go to 3-0 to beat the Jags. All right, NCAA. I did not. I just got my picks for the NCAA this week. Well, let me go over my I just got my picks for week 4. I didn't even go over any games from last week, who won, who lost. Y'all can keep up with that. Let me do the NFL standings right now. The AFC, you got Buffalo, number 1 at 2-0. Number 2 is Houston at 2-0. Number 3 is the Chargers at 2-0. Number 4 is Pittsburgh at 2-0. Kansas City is number 5 at 2-0. Number 6 is New England at 1-1. Number 7 is the Jets at 1-1. Number 8 is Cleveland at 1-1. Number 9 is Vegas at 1-1. Number 10 is Miami at 1-1. Number 11 is Denver at 0-2. Number 12 is Baltimore at 0-2. Number 13 is Cincinnati at 0-2. Number 14 is the Colts at 0-2. Number 15 is Jacksonville at 0-2. Number 16 is Tennessee at 0-2. The NFC standings, number 1 is New Orleans at 2-0. Number 2 is Minnesota at 2-0. Number 3 is Seattle at 2-0. Number 4 is Tampa Bay at 2-0. Number 5 is Washington at 1-1. Number 6 is Atlanta at 1-1. Arizona is 1-1. Number 8, Philly is 1-1. Number 9, Detroit is 1-1. Number 10, Dallas is 1-1. Number 11, San Francisco is 1-1. Chicago, number 12 is 1-1. Green Bay at number 13 is 1-1. Number 14 is Carolina, they're 0-2. Number 15 is the Giants at 0-2. Number 16 is the Rams at 0-2. All right, my NCAA picks for week 4 picks. Friday, September 20th, you have number 24, Illinois, 3-0 versus number 22, Nebraska, 3-0, 8 p.m. Kickoff, the spread is Nebraska 9.5. That's 8 p.m. on Fox. The total is 43.5. The money line is Illinois 280. I'm going to take Nebraska to win this game. Saturday, September 21st, you have Marshall 1-1 versus number 3, Ohio State at 2-0. 12 noon on Fox kickoff spread. Ohio State giving 40. That's crazy. Total is 51.5. The money line is Marshall. They're off. I guess they're off the board. NC State at 2-1 versus number 21 Clemson at 1-1. 12 noon kick, ABC/ESPN Plus. The spread is Clemson 20.5. The total is 48.5. The money line is NC State plus. I want to say this is 400 or 900. I don't know. You have to do your own researches on that. I'm going with NC State to pull off the upset. Arkansas State is 2-1 versus Iowa State is 2-0. 2 p.m. Versus number 20 Iowa State. All right, versus number 20 Iowa State 2-0. 2 p.m. kickoff, ESPN Plus. Spread Iowa State 21.5. Total 51.5. Money line is Arkansas State plus 1,100. I'm gonna go with Iowa to win that game. All right, you got Kent State at 0-3 versus number 10 Penn State at 2-0. 3:30 p.m. Big Ten Network. The spread, Penn State is negative 44. They're giving up 44 points. The total is 55.5. The money line, Kent, they off the board, I guess. I'm going to go with Penn State. You got number 11 USC, 2-0. 3:30 p.m. kick on CBS. Spread is USC negative 5.5. The spread is 46.5. The money line is Michigan 190. I am going to go with USC to win that game. UCLA is 1-1. Number 16 LSU is 2-1. 3:30 p.m. ABC/ESPN Plus. The spread LSU is 24.5. The total is 55.5. The money line UCLA is plus 1,200. Miami of Ohio is 0-2. Number 17 Notre Dame is 2-1. 3:30 p.m. spread. Notre Dame is giving up 28, negative 28. That's 3:30 p.m. on NBC Peacock. The total is 43.5. The money line is Ohio plus 2,000. All right, I'm gonna take Notre Dame in that game. Georgia Tech is 3-1 versus number 19 Louisville is 2-0. 3:30 p.m. on ESPN2. The spread is Louisville negative 10. The total is 57.5. The money line is Georgia Tech plus 320. I'm gonna go with Louisville. Buffalo is 2-1 versus number 23 Northern Illinois is 2-0. 3 p.m. ESPN Plus. The spread is Northern Illinois giving up negative 14. The total is 42.5. The money line is the Buffalo plus 450. I'm going with Northern Illinois. You got number 12 Utah 3.5 versus number 14 Oklahoma State. 3-0. Number 12 Utah is 3-0 versus number 14 Oklahoma State is 3-0. 4 p.m. on Fox. The spread, they got Utah. I guess that's a pick 'em. I didn't write that down. The total is 51.5. The money line is Oklahoma plus 110. I am going to go with Utah in that game. Vanderbilt 2-1 versus number 7 Missouri at 3-0. 4 p.m. SEC Network. The spread is Missouri negative 20.5. The total is 52.5. The money line is Vanderbilt plus 900. I'm going to go with Missouri. Number 8 is Miami, 3-0. South Florida is 2-1. 7 p.m. on ESPN. The spread is Miami negative 16.5. The total is 65.5. The money line is South Florida plus 550. I'm going to take Miami in that game. Number 6, Tennessee is 3-0 versus number 15, Oklahoma is 3-0. 7:30 p.m. ABC /ESPN Plus. The spread is Tennessee negative 7. The total is 57.5. The money line is on Oklahoma plus 225. I'm going to go with Tennessee to win that game. Bowling Green is 1-1 versus number 25 Texas A&M at 2-1, 7:30 p.m. ESPN Plus, SEC Network. The spread is Texas A&M -23. The total is 52.5. The money line is Bowling Green plus 1,000. I'm gonna go with Texas A&M. Georgia Southern is 2-1 versus number 5 Ole Miss is 3-0. 7:45 p.m. SEC Network. The spread is Mississippi. Ole Miss 3.5. 65.5 is the total. Oh, the spread is 36. I'm sorry. The spread is Mississippi 36. The total is 65.5. Money line is Georgia Southern plus 3,000. I'm gonna go with Ole Miss in that game. UL Monroe is 2-0. Number 1 Texas is 3-0. 8 p.m. ESPN Plus, SEC Network. The spread is Texas -45.5. The total is 52.5. Money line is UM. They're off the board. Number 13 Kansas State is 3-0. BYU is 3-0. 10:30 p.m. on ESPN. The spread is K-State -7. The money line BYU is 2 plus 220. The total is 47.5. That's my picks for week 4. The WNBA standings is the number 1 New York Liberty at 31-7. Number 2 Minnesota at 29-9. Number 3 Connecticut at 27-11. Number 4 is Las Vegas at 25-13. Number 5 is Seattle at 24-14. Number 6 is Indiana at 20-19. Number 7 is Phoenix at 18-20. Number 8 is Washington at 13-25. Number 8 is Chicago at 13-25. Eliminated is Dallas at 9-30. Eliminated is LA at 7-31. Shout out to Angel Reese and her recovery for her injuries. And that's pretty much gonna wrap up episode 41, week 2 NFL, titled Life Lessons Learned. Everybody be safe, man. Catch you back next week, next Tuesday. Follow me, like, subscribe, share on the YouTube channel, Instagram. Tell somebody about me, man. Check me out, man. Build up the followers, man. Every follow is appreciated. Like, subscribe, share. Like I said, appreciate everybody, man. And I'm out of here, man. See y'all next week.